one of the games that I think is kind of a sleeper game, and not too many people are talking about it. I mean, they should be. Number 9 LSU travels to number 4 Clemson. So LSU on the road against Clemson. Got a pretty big quarterback battle there with Garrett Nussmeier and Cade Klubnik, two very familiar names that have been around for a few years now. People have got to see them play, things of that nature. People feel how they feel about both of those guys. Um, I am a little surprised, and I think it's probably just because it's a home game, that Clemson is the 4-point favorite at home against LSU. And I guess I feel surprised by that because typically when a SEC team is playing an ACC team, it seems like they always kind of give the nod to the SEC team. I'm stoked about that game. Definitely tuning into that game. You got any thoughts on that game, man? I mean, it's a banger, dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that is going to be a good game, man. Like you said, it's kind of getting overlooked a little bit. I would say in some ways. I mean, obviously, fans of either team's not overlooking that, but
Right.
it's a top 10 matchup, man. It is a huge game. I think what you're talking about with Clemson being the favored team, it seems like they're pretty high on Clemson this year. I mean,
They
got them
are.
fourth ranked in the nation. I don't know that I have them that high, in my top 25, but I mean, definitely top 10. I would say if they, from what they, I guess, got coming back and everything. But I think that's one of the reasons why they got them favored just at home, and then they're pretty high up on Clemson this year.
Yeah. Yeah, and when you look at the ACC, man, I mean, that typically is your front runner for the ACC. I mean, yeah, Florida State had a run there a couple years ago, definitely not last year. Um,
Yep.
you've had other teams kind of emerge and come to the forefront, but it seems like Clemson over the past, I would say, decade or so, decade and a half, something like that, have been the consistently good team of the ACC. So it's really no surprise. Seems like Dabo Swinney, regardless of what people think about Dabo, regardless of what everyone thinks that program's trajectory is, Dabo's always going to put together a good team, I think. So um,
Yeah.
even though it is the SEC and we are Tennessee fans and we root for the SEC most of the time, I am actually going to lean Clemson on that one for sure. I'm definitely going to be kind of watching the game and rooting for them. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah. I was gonna actually ask you who you were pulling for in that one, or who you thought was gonna win that one.
Yeah.
I actually think LSU is gonna take that one, man. Honestly, I do. But as far as who wins it, I really don't care. If I'm being honest, I don't know. And it's not that I hate either one of those teams because I don't. I don't have anything really against either one. So my hopes is just for the best football game I could possibly see. So. And I love those games, honestly. I love the top 10 matchup games that I really don't care too much about who wins,
Yeah.
because I can just enjoy a good football game regardless of how it goes.
Yep. Yeah, we've talked about that on the podcast before where we don't have to stress about Tennessee doing whatever against whoever. We're just
Yeah,
watching two teams that we're not really fans of either one battle it out. Just good
absolutely.
football. And I think that's what we're going to get, dude. It's the battle of the Tigers. And, LSU has Death Valley. Clemson has Death Valley. We're going to see what the real Death Valley is.
Mm.
Um, even though I'm pulling for Clemson, I guess you could say, I think it would be interesting. I do get what you're saying with LSU winning this game. I kind of have a little thought that they probably will win. So might throw a little money on it on FanDuel
Yeah,
or whatever. Probably put a little money on LSU just because they're the underdogs.
yeah,
Might win a
yeah.
little money off of it if they come through. But
Good man.
yeah, so that's a banger of a matchup week one. Kind of unexpected, really. Not to keep rambling on with that particular game, but Brian Kelly and the LSU Tigers have lost every season opener since Brian Kelly has been the head coach. I do believe. If not every season, then at least the past two, right?
Yeah, it's time to change that for him, I would say, or people are really start getting. I mean, I know this is a big game, so they can
Yeah.
look past this one if it's a close game, but you don't want to get in that hot seat talk when as the season goes if you keep dropping first games and
Yeah.
not having really successful seasons. So
Hot seat talk after week one is not a good look for the coach or the program.
no, no.